Isn't she a beautiful baby? All right, it's my daughter, right, Mama? Now imagine you being the father of a baby just like this one, and unfortunately being born in Palestine, and your baby died because of certain people's ignorance or belief. This is why I can't support any religion, including some Christianity that believe in some of the things here that I will discuss a little further. I cannot. Many people came back at me and they think that it was interpretation. Maybe the first part when I spoke about Genesis might be my own interpretation, but everything else was exactly what was written in these books. Okay, so if those of you watching this right now, I want you to go back to the God of Israel. What I wrote, the God of Israel, it was created in our image, and I want you to go and find it, because you got to go step by step so you don't misinterpret what I'm saying. But the fact is, I did not make this book, right? This book was done by Jewish people, okay? It's called the Torah, and I'm gonna get more further because then it happened about 325 AD that an emperor named Constantine in the Council of Nicaea grabbed all these beliefs in papyrus, right, interpretation, and they created what you know today as Christianity. This is a fact. And the reason why they did that was because the Roman Empire was in a lot of war back then because they were divided, right? Because they had different beliefs and different gods. So they needed to have one religion to unite the people. And that's what I believe the Antichrist really is, in my opinion. A lot of stuff was changed. So regardless of whether you believe or not, I cannot follow something that I wrote right now. For example, Moses, right? When God told him to kill X amount of people and he got mad at his soldiers, I put the text. I did not write that. It is verbatim what I said. And he got mad at his soldiers because they didn't kill all the women. Okay, they're only supposed to grab the virgins. Okay, so there is actual, you can read it yourself. I cannot support any God or any religion that believes in rape, murder, pillage, especially killing of innocent child. Okay, because I can see if people are evil, okay, maybe let's kill them because they're evil. But a baby's not born evil. A baby's programmed, like I said before, and that's the problem. We've all been programmed, right? When you're born, we are programmed by our TV, by our religion, by our teachers, by our parents. And this is why, if you want to believe anything in the scripture, you got to go by the scriptures that says, alleged Jesus, when he said, you have to be like a child to enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And because Jesus told them, right? And by the way, his name was not Jesus because there's no J in Aramaic or in Hebrew. That was created by us in the name of Jesus. And because of that, I believe there's going to be a time coming that says, depart from me because you knew me not. But that's besides the point. Jesus in the Bible said, basically, if you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, you have to be like a child, right? You have to be reborn. When he first said reborn, people said, oh, how can I be reborn again? How can I go back into my mother's womb? And that's why he said you have to be like a child to enter the kingdom of heaven. What he meant was you have to purge your mind of all your programming, all your belief, because it's false, right? And be like a child to understand and start again with different beliefs, because we all been programmed. And this is the problem today. I cannot accept any, especially even some Zionist Christians that believe under Israel. So let's say Israel was true, because they believe on the biblical event, right? Let's say that was true. And let's say, for argument's sake, that there wasn't this person as slave, and there could be, I could be even an Israelite. The fact of the matter is, Moses, when he went to Canaan, when he left the promised land to the alleged, from Egypt to the alleged promised land, Canaan, there was people there in which they were had different beliefs. And because of that, they entered and killed and murder and rape. That's in the Bible, and I show you the text, so please go back. I did not make that up. I did not misinterpret it. It's exactly verbatim. So you want to question, is that the God I serve? And we spoke about the attributes of God, right? And that cannot be in attributes. So you got to understand that, because a lot of us are following these perceptions, and because of that, we are justifying the crimes against Israel right now. What's going on in Palestine, I should say, and with the Palestinians, and we believe the media when the media are owned by a lot of these Zionists. You can look up Robert Murdoch, okay? So there's a lot that goes on. Ask yourself this. I have nothing against the Jewish people, because Jewish people are waking up. It's just there's a lot of ignorant people, including Christians. Think about this. Why have 109 countries expelled the Jewish people? Why? Keep in mind there was 12 tribes. Judah is just one of those 12 tribes. But why have they been expelled from Rome? Why? Because usury. Look up the facts. Look up history. Debasing of currency. Wiping out nations' wealth. Look at that. This is not made, look at the Rothschilds. Do the research. Because this is not about religion, what's going on in Israel, but you're backing them up because you think, oh, those are the chosen people. Those are God's people. Right? No, they're not. There's no such thing as a supreme race. As a matter of fact, our founding fathers taught us, all right, and said, we hold these truths that are self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they're created by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that is what some of these Palestinians are trying to get, is freedom. But you don't know that because the media is portraying otherwise. But the world knows the truth because they're not controlled by our media. All right? You guys need to wake up, because how can you justify the innocent of killing children? Just like what happened back in the Nazis' time. Look who operated the Nazis. Who funded them? It was us, just like we are funding Israel right now to kill those people, giving them weapons. Our money, our tax money. Okay? You think I'm exaggerating? Look up Senator Prescott Bush and his crime against our America. He was found and guilty with aiding and abetting the enemy under the Enemy Act. Okay, he was found guilty, guys. He was funding the families and funding the Nazis. This is a fact. Okay, this is George Bush Sr.'s grandfather, Senator Prescott Bush. So please, guys, it's time to wake up, all right? Because if you want to be heaven here on earth, you have to change, because God works through you. Think about how our body is. If you break down the body into the smallest matter, it is an atom. That atom has a spark of life, has God within it. You have God within you, but they want to keep you blind so you could be an indentured servant. You was not meant to be working like a slave all these hours, but they want to control you, okay, and keep you blind. And meanwhile, they'll kill and destroy the whole earth. They'll create atom bombs and they'll bomb the whole earth if they have to, because they're losing power. That's what's really going on. But in the meantime, you're supporting these criminals. Stop supporting these criminals. Wake up, okay? Because my God is a God of love. My God is not a God of war and hate. My God doesn't get involved in stuff like that. That's you. That's us, because God works through you just like the devil works through you. And that's the fact. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and share. And if you have any doubts, read the text yourself. Don't assume what people or anybody else tells you. Read it yourself, and you will see. Okay? Again, innocent people are dying. All right? You can make a difference. God works through you. God is right in here. People want to look at God in the outside. God is within you. Like I said, all right? Go to your highest conscience, your Christ mentality, because God is within you. All right? God is not outside. By the way, if I have an experience with God and I try to tell you about it, I'm going to tell you based on my experience and my program in my mind. So right now I corrupt the word because you're going to misunderstand and see something different. Tell me this. Where is the book that Jesus wrote? Everybody says Jesus said this, said that. Where is the book that Jesus wrote? There is none, right? Because all we have is interpretation that started in Aramaic to Aramaic, Hebrew, from Hebrew, Greek, to Old English, to now many other editions, and it's been revised many times, even in my own lifetime. They have lied to you. Okay, some of the things here are true, don't get me wrong, but people pick and choose, right? There's many different denominations. Why? Because because this has been corrupted. But people don't want to look at the end of time. When it's Revelation chapter 3 verse 9, it talks about the evil synagogues of Satan, those that said Jews and are not, and lie. People don't want to pick that up. But they want to think that the people running right now, the Zionist regime, and some here, right here in America, are, the chosen one. They ain't no chosen one. We are all created equal. That's an American belief. We are all created equal. All right? I hope you like this. Please look at that. The Israel God is creating what in our image? Part 1, 2, 3, 6 parts. So that way you don't misunderstand or misconstrue what I'm saying, because people taking out of context saying, oh, I'm misinterpreting. I'm not misinterpreting anything. It's right here in those verses. Read it yourself. That's why I said pull out the Bible, because there is no misinterpretation. It's exactly set like that. So you have to question, wait a minute, if that God is calling for rape, and there are people calling for rape, it shows you their mentality. Even the Jesus that says here is not the actual Jesus, but even the Jesus that said here said what? Call the Canaanite a dog. You think that's right? It shows you their mindset, how they perceive the world. And you as a Gentile infidel, they see you as a dog. So I hope you understand that, because eventually they're going to come after you. Thank you for watching. Please share.